Talkin GK with Conway.
Hello everyone, it is I, Conway Fitzgerald. Welcome again to another edition of Talkin GK with Conway. For those of you who are new, well, first of all, welcome to all my new subscribers. This is sort of the companion piece to the series where I dig a little deeper, try to give you folks the opportunity to learn some new things about the story and also ask your questions. And on this episode, we will have reflections on the completion of the series. I can't believe it. Also, more viewer mail, your viewer mail, a new quiz, and a new added feature, what I'm calling, What Can I Do to Help?
And now, your feature presentation.
Wow, I can't believe it. I did it. At the beginning of last year, when I first started this project, I was hoping for it to be a way to share some of my writing and maybe get through the prologue and then maybe the first few chapters. But my gosh, I've completed 30 episodes, 28 chapters, plus a prologue, an introduction, and I've got an epilogue coming. And I'm so happy to announce that I've gained over 1,500 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I feel truly blessed. It's been an absolute pleasure to make so many new fans and friends. Thank you. In fact, many of you have written to me and asked for ways that you thought you might be able to help, and I'm really touched by that. Thank you. So I know I have not been able to oblige those of you who wanted to do some voice characterizations or play a part in the audio drama. I know you don't understand how much I wish I could do that, but there's things like balancing audio levels and mic timbre and things. And then to get everything set and then be waiting for this person to do that and gather it. It just seemed so much more difficult. So thanks for offering. But as I get set for the next stage of my mission, which is to try to find a publishing agent for my work, I've made a list of some fantastic things that you folks can do to help. First and foremost, subscribe. It's free. If you haven't yet, just go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're always notified whenever I put out something new. Second, you can always re-listen. I personally think it's better the second time. And now you don't have to wait between episodes. And I think you'll hear things that I've written that might make more sense. And you go, oh, I didn't catch that the first time because I didn't have a point of reference. So, but being able to subscribe and the listens, these are things that help what are called my analytics for the channel, which is something that I was hoping to gain an audience in order to show a publishing agent that there's something here. The third thing is, on that note, you can share. Tell your friends about it. You can share online quite simply. There's a share function right on the page. It'll provide you a link that you can share on the Instabooks and Facetygrams, or you can do it on your mobile, on your phone, by simply sharing an episode or two with friends via a text message. Analytics certainly are huge to helping me get into the publishing world at large and to get Giant Killers a real good look. You can become a Patreon supporter, and I'd like to welcome all of my new Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Thanks to you, so many more people are learning about the Giant Killers because what I do is the donations I receive via Patreon, I turn into Google advertising for the YouTube page so that more people learn about the story. So thank you for doing that. That's a huge help. You can also purchase some Giant Killers swag on my Teespring page. Be the first kid on your block with your own Giant Killers t-shirt. Now, it's said that a t-shirt is one of the best forms of advertisement there is, because wherever you go, people will be going, what's that? And you get to tell them. So that's super cool for those of you who want to help me out and obtain a t-shirt. For those of you who are interested in merch and maybe times are a little tough, I'll show you later how you might be able to obtain a piece of merch for free. Pays to listen. And lastly, allow me, if you will, to post my music. I know it's considered bad form on YouTube to cross-pollinate YouTube pages with another subject matter, but I am hoping to post an archive of all of my writings, and that's my music, my lyrics, all of my old stories, my novels, which I'm trying to get out there. So hopefully you folks won't mind if I and get upset and leave me for posting some music on this page, because a lot more is coming. So hopefully you look at that and have a listen, check it out, and let me know what you think. Thank you.
Viewer comments.
Have I mentioned lately how much I love your comments? Oh, it is clearly my favorite part of this, because I get to see your reactions instantly, and I cherish my listeners. So hearing things that you have questions about, or maybe things you liked or didn't like or might have missed, helps me also to understand how well I'm conveying what it is I'm trying to convey. So your comments, no matter when they come, are always welcome. There's no such thing as a late comment. I've heard it said that that's weird. I don't think so at all. Even if I posted something a year ago, I'd love to hear your comment. You'll probably get a pretty quick response from me. Thanks. So, Caslexia writes, just curious if there may be an epilogue. I'd actually love to hear the scribe's reaction to such a tale and of their return. Only if you would be willing to do so. But this has been such an amazing story, and thank you greatly for its existence. Much love. Thank you, Caslexia. And might I say that sounds like a great name for a drow priestess, Caslexia. I might have to steal that. Anyway, thank you for the note, and absolutely, I'm actually working on the epilogue as we speak. Some of you might notice that I haven't put out anything for IFO, and the reason is because I had a bit of a health scare. Yeah, you might hear it in my voice. I got really nervous that maybe I had COVID, because I was like coughing and everything else. And then one morning I woke up and I hacked a big loogie and there was blood in it. And I thought, oh my God, I'm dying. It's just like I prophesied in chapter 4, the blood cough. I've got it. Anyway, make a long story short, I'm fine. I went to the doctor. I don't have COVID. I've got the instant test, plus they did the brain swab, and I'm clear. Thank you, God, for that. But what I do have is seasonal allergies, and I've got them really bad. I've never had this before, so some of you might have noticed, when I was doing the end announce on chapter 28, I was struggling to say, thanks so much for listening, everybody. It was really difficult to get that out. So voice acting right now is really tough. So I apologize for those of you who got hooked on IFO. More is coming. I just have to get my voice back. So, and I will do the epilogue, Caslexia. I'm really excited about the Giant Killers epilogue. I had planned to write it later after I finish this whole experience, and I'm glad I did. I think it's really good. I think you guys are going to love it. And for those of you who are already missing Thebkaru, it's pretty heavy involved with him and his history with young Airmine. So look forward to that. Rhythmnos says, I hope there's a sequel to this book. Absolutely, Rhythmnos. In fact, the epilogue, which I was just mentioning, is sort of a twofold piece. It's both the epilogue for the Giant Killers plus sort of a prologue for the new triumvirate, because it gets right into where I'm going to start the next story. So absolutely, I'm actually planning on writing 2 more books in the series that involve Airmine and her life story. The next one, of course, is going to be called The New Triumvirate, and then the one after that, The Restorer. Ryan Whitehead commented, Bittersweet Symphony is a perfect choice for the final song. I love the world you've created. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. And talking about music placement, it's why I don't monetize the Giant Killers. Some of you may have noticed I don't normally have any commercials in any of the episodes. Now, YouTube changed their policies, and now they say if they want to put commercials into something, they can. So you may have noticed chapter 1 has commercials in it. I didn't do that. They did that. I guess they just thought it was popular enough that they wanted to monetize it. But the whole reason I don't monetize the Giant Killers is because I really wanted to add music underneath to this story. And since I'm not the author and the producer of a lot of this music that I wanted to put underneath, I really didn't feel right in attempting to profit off of someone else's work. So I offered it to you for free so that I could have the music and help it tell the story in a way that I really wanted to. It was that important to me. So thank you for Ryan for mentioning that. Bittersweet Symphony just came to me, and I was thinking about using it at the very end, and I thought, I don't know, would that be kind of out of place? But then when I found the long intro version, I was like, oh no, this is it. And I agree with you. I think it was just perfect in there. So thank you so much for your comment.
Let's do the quiz.
Speaking of music placement, let's do the quiz. I did mention I have a Teespring store where you can buy your own Giant Killers swag. But I know times are tough. I mean, we're not out of the woods of this pandemic and all the chaos it's causing us yet. And I also have something right here. That is true. I have your very own, it could be yours, Giant Killers coffee cup. That's it. It's right here. So I've even got the box for it. Plus, I'll put a Giant Killers all color sticker in there as well. So this will be the grand prize for the Talkin GK with Conway quiz. So let's get to it. In chapter 15, I chose to use All My Life by the Foo Fighters underneath a scene at the Temple Ziggurat. Dan's battle with the succubus, actually his ex-girlfriend, and her sisters, as well as the Orc tribe. While placing the music, something amazing happened. And this happens a lot where like something just locks in so perfectly and I go, wow. But this was actually truly like, that was weird, where I noticed there is a word that Ermine says, and Dave Grohl, the singer for the Foo Fighters, former drummer for Nirvana, sings at the exact same moment. It was like, wow, that was weird. So the quiz is, what word, it's only one word, there's only one right answer, was it that Ermine said and Dave Grohl sang simultaneously? So be the first person to answer down below and you could win this cup and sticker. And I can't offer hints because it's only one word. So I all I can tell you is the hints that I gave you. But for you to check out the scene again and see if you can comment below first on what that word is, you can be the winner. Are any of you still there? Well, thanks again for being listeners, subscribers, Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me get this book made. I really mean it when I said I couldn't do it without you. You folks really inspired me and gave me the confidence to really get it done. So I'm forever grateful to all of you. More great content is coming. IFO Chapter 3 is coming as soon as I get my voice back. I'm going to do that, plus the epilogue of the Giant Killers, plus more music, so stay tuned. And thanks again. Much love. Aloha.
This has been Talkin GK with Conway. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends.